When you were a little kid and you thought about a park, you would typically think about a piece of land owned by some private person or some form of local government, filled with things such as swings, slides, soccer fields, and playgrounds. Instead, now when a child hears the word park, they dread it. Why is this? Because now they think of the new standardized testing that Ohio has adapted for the 2014-2015 school year. And this testing system has caused nightmares for teachers, administrators, and children alike, and takes time away from studies, puts stress on everyone involved, and is having poor results for both the grades and the overall education of the students. 3 things about the PARCC testing system. PARCC stands for Partnership of Assessment for Readiness in College and Careers. This organization has testing in 22 different states as well as several different private schools in New York City. They have 3 separate tests that must be performed. A performance-based assessment near the end of the year, or near the beginning of the year, a mid-year assessment, and an end-of-year assessment. It was created with the intent to align more fluently with the new Common Core curriculum to help kids get ready for college. The added stress on teachers and students with this new test is unacceptable. According to teacher Lindsay Hurley, the new process is oftentimes so frustrating to students and teachers that it is causing kids to have nervous breakdowns in school and at home, and causing teachers to be unable to relax outside of work. These tests are going so bad that according to a Columbus Dispatch survey over the state of Ohio, approximately 77% of school administrators believe that the testing did not go well and added too much to the school districts. With all of this added stress on teachers, administrators, and students, along with the limited results and poor grades that are coming with it, why do they do it? Why do they put this extra testing on students? This added time for testing lessens the time for teachers to actually teach and for students to actually learn. Studies have shown, students and teachers spend twice the amount of time on the PARCC test than they did on the OGT and other assessment tests that they have been using for years before. And studies have shown that the reading test requirement to pass is up to 2 years more advanced of what they should be compared to the other testing sites, which have worked perfectly fine for years. Also, because of the extra time taken, Ms. Hurley could not remember the last time she had actually taught a class rather than going over the testing materials. This means that she has spent so much time going over practice tests, the mid-year assessment, the performance-based assessment, and now the end-of-year assessment, that she could not even remember the last day that she actually taught her first grade class. Because of the time taken up by these PARCC tests, there have been limited results and bad grades. The PARCC test is good in theory. However, the time, stresses, and programs are not there and make the system utterly horrible in its effectiveness. This ineffectiveness leads to the wasting of millions of dollars a year, and thus this test needs to be eliminated and replaced. what can you do to end the madness? Well, you can start by contacting your local state representative and asking them to support House Bill 138, which will put a pause on the testing for the school year so that they can go back and reevaluate what to do. Also, you can opt your child out of the PARCC test by using the Safe Harbor Bill. This bill protects the child from being hurt, whether that's grades or any district punishment, or the districts from being punished by the state. This protects it. Protects your kid, protects your district, protects your school by allowing you to sign a paper and opt them out of the bill, opt them out of the test. So the PARCC tests, they have a lot to offer. However, with such demand in such little time, they are not a good option for what we have today. There needs to be some adjustments to the testing and to the testing system in order to make it effective.